2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Mile High City, it's an NBA afternoon game here on this and the Houston Rockets starting five. Preparing up front, Smith and Şengün. Green is out there with Wright, and it's Miller in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, the small and power forwards are Porter and Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Carter, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Oh, we get to see, Brent, two of the league's strongest backcourts tonight, and this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste. Am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is good. They come down the hard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Well, when Aaron Gordon keeps it simple, he is a force, Brent, out on the floor.
And he's learned that's when he's at his best. Earlier in his career, he could try and do everything on the floor and sometimes get himself into trouble. Now it's about not forcing anything and letting the game come to him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And for the last several years, Brent, the Nuggets have been a top passing team in the NBA.
Such a huge part of their success. They're an unselfish team. It's so hard to defend guys who are not only willing to move, but willing to give up the ball to guys on the move, and that's what they do. Such a cohesive unit here for the Denver Nuggets.
And Jokic slings it in.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Carter against Green. Right outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
To the inside. Here's Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Miller. Feeds to Smith. Over Porter. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Houston with it after the Nuggets pick up 2. Outside, Green. It's good from long range.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 24 points. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Russell Westbrook.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Poked away. Green with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Outside, Green. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Murray against Wright. Murray down low. Outside Carter. Denver the rebound. Jokic. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
tough to box out Jokic, not only strong, but long.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Now here's Wright. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here is Porter. The Rockets making the shot. Gordon inside. Guarded by Green. Rockets leading by 3. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Green.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Now here's Green following the miss by Jokic. Carter pulls it in. Fires away from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Shoots. The second chance effort. In deep. Jokic drops it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Wright. No good. Shot missing. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Jokic. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento. Rocket 6. And it's Gordon missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Wright. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Gordon, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jalen Green. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they started a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season, that means very little until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
Well, with Aaron Gordon, it's really never been a question of his talent. It really comes down to him consistently staying on the floor and being able to develop all that versatility that he does have.
Denver on D. 4-point game. Smith outside. Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. There's Green with the 3.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And stolen by Miller. The pass to Wright. Pass to Green. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 6 points.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter. The past month has been surreal. First in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and 3-point shooting.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's Murray. No scoring in this one. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. We've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Now you look at Miller, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Now here's Wright. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Murray against Wright. Steps back and fires. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray against Wright. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 8. Carter for 3. He can't hit that time. There's Miller with the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Passes it to Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
You know when Murray is being aggressive, it's when he's in the frame of mind to go in, get contact, and do damage at the line.
Now here's Wright. He's got 6. Pass to Green. And it's sent back by Jokic.
With instincts from Jokic, saw that play develop and got right to the spot.
Fader on the way, and the rejection by Smith. Porter finds Murray. Good D by Miller.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Denver calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Watson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jamal Murray. On the wing, Miller. Uncovered. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. Back to Westbrook. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Houston. When he's not dominating this sport, we know that Jokic spends time with his other love.
You're talking about horse racing, specifically harness racing. Jokic, that is the sport he loves the most. So it's right up there with basketball, amazingly enough.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Thompson comes in for Smith. Brooks checked in for Jalen Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Wright. Now here's VanVleet. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Westbrook with the steal. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Jokic kicks to Porter. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
The height of Porter Jr.'s shot is a major factor. It makes it harder to contest something like that.
VanVleet outside. Poked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. 1:39 left in the first quarter. And the three off target. Rockets leading by 8. To the middle, Porter with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice effort defensively by Porter. Just grabs the steal and ignites the break.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's Thompson. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Now here is Carter. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And nice to see Michael Porter Jr. making the decision to share some of the offensive load and not force it.
Here's Van Vliet. Now the pass to Brooks. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 7. Westbrook passes to Watson. Jokic from deep three-point territory. Another three for Denver.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Miller. Over Porter. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist by Brooks. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Van Vliet against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Porter. This one for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Rockets. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's Wright. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Russell Westbrook out there with Carter. And it's Porter at the 3. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright leading the break. And that one drops for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That's his second personal foul.
The Rockets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Right.
And Wright, no good on that one. Greg, there's been a scoring surge throughout the league. Is that due to poor defense, or is it to the rising talent level?
Listen, teams are still defending, and the rules might have helped some. There's no doubt that there's not as much grabbing and holding. But these guys are scoring from all over the court and doing things we've just never seen before.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Michael Porter. Wright against Carter. And it's Wright missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. trailing here by 8. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Don't confuse being slow with not having mobility. Jokic remains a threat to drive.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, it's so hard to try to defend Joker. You never know what it is that he's going to do. And because of that great vision, he's got great counter.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Watson, he's checked in for Porter. Christian Brown comes in for Carter. And Murray's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Jokic drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. If you want to let me shoot, let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the Joker's running wild.
And here is Green. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. And that one, good. Green's got 11 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Murray. And he drives in. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Murray gets creative around the basket. That time, dynamic off the bounce.
Right outside. He feeds it to Smith. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Denver calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Williams, he's checked in for Denver. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Williams dishes to Murray. Pass to Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. Rockets leading by 8. Up top right, defended by Gordon. Outside, Green shoots the 3. They get the rebound. Şengün controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now on the night. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Green outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college and became the number 2 overall pick of the draft. And that's really changed the landscape.
Free throw drops for Green. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Kicks it to Murray. In the corner, it's Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Now Murray. He's got 6. Lob pass to Gordon. It's taken away by Smith. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. They get it again. Second chance shot, and the layup good by Smith. Smith's got 6 points.
And with his length, Smith can have a huge impact on the boards. He's got sneaky hops, and he's got great quicks off the bounce there to help on those follow-ups.
Now here's Watson, still without a basket. Shot to stop the run, and it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Gordon the pass to Murray. Gordon kicks to Watson. There's the pass to Murray. Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Wright dishes to Green. Back to Wright. Shoots from 12. And it's good for 2. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Denver with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Watson. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. And then for Houston, Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. Miller comes in for Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. So it's Denver now. 15-point game. Rocket 2. Porter. Good on the 13-footer. Porter's got 5.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Carter. Here's Wright. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. He's got 16.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Jokic kicks to Westbrook. Back to Jokic. Over Wright. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Van Vliet outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. Porter with the steal. Pass to Holmes. And here's Westbrook, guarded by Wright. Wright against Westbrook. The tray. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, Russell jumps pretty high on his three-point shot, so tough for smaller guards to challenge it.
Wright against Westbrook. Passes it to Van Vliet. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Nuggets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Miller finds Van Vliet. Wright outside. Back to Van Vliet. The Rockets with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jokic kicks to Westbrook. Carter outside. Misses the 3. Houston leading by 8. Van Vliet outside. Back to Şengün. The kick out to Wright. To stop the drought, and it's sent back by Jokic. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Basketball.
Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Outside, Porter. Battles through traffic and lays it in. That's 7 points for Michael Porter.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Left side, Miller. Şengün trying to free himself up. Shots good by Miller.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Porter. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. Carter against Miller. From 15 feet away, Rockets with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Van Vliet against Westbrook.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
He hits the second from the line. 1:11 left to play here in the half. Pass to Eason. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Eason's got his first points in this one. The pass to Holmes, and stolen by Eason. Shots good by Miller. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the three ball is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Westbrook passes to Holmes. Outside Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Holmes throws it down.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. Trusted him with the pass that time.
Right outside. From deep three-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets ahead, up by 12. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Houston came ready to play. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very exciting run was all the way up to 13 points. They kept up enough momentum to close out the first quarter with a 6-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. What did you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those opportunity looks, good things tend to happen.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And then it's Little General, then it's Miller, and it's Green in at the 2.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in.
Michael Porter Jr.
Gordon finds Porter. Second shot opportunity. Jokic so good in traffic.
Not going to intimidate Jokic at that range. His focus tonight, razor sharp.
And so it's Houston with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the wide open shot from Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 17 now.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Murray the pass to Porter. Over Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jalen Green.
The combination of the athleticism and the size of Porter Jr. is very hard to guard. That time, he takes a hit.
The Nuggets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Michael Porter Jr. continuing to be pressed off the floor with these injuries to get himself righted back and healthy and make contributions at a high level.
Houston making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And Porter drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
It's right on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Right dishes to Green. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Gordon. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Porter.
You better watch your ankles if you're on Porter Jr. Prime example there.
Wright looking around. Good defense by Jokic.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Green against Porter. Wright outside. 6 to shoot. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about it. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, D.A. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Green. The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray the pass to Gordon. Dishes to Porter. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Şengün kicks to Wright. Pass to Green. Wright dishes to Miller. Houston moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Şengün finds Smith. Here's Wright. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And that's how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Jokic with the bucket.
Oh, just not enough. Jokic playing physical right back and finds the finish.
Carter against Green. Wright the pass to Miller. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
The Nuggets with some changes. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jokic. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Jamal Murray. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Gordon dishes to Westbrook. On the wing, Porter. Here's Carter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Westbrook. Over Wright. And it's Westbrook missing. Rockets leading by 16. Thompson looking for an opening.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that's Life Above the Rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Gordon inside, working on Green, and yes, it's good. Gordon's got 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 20.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Porter. 11 points in the game. Outside Carter. Good. And a nice assist from Porter.
You've got to be kidding. He draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from three-point range.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And so here is Houston. Wright with it. He's got 18. Outside, Green. The 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Here is Carter following the score by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound, Williams. No good with the layup.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
That one goes in.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Carter on the wing. Outside Gordon. Westbrook against Wright. Elbow shot. Tips it up. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 7.
Aaron Gordon's athleticism can show up in other areas. That time track down the offensive board.
Wright outside. The pass to Şengün. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 18.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Pass to Porter. The kick out to Williams. Outside Gordon. From past the arc. And again, Denver with the triple.
Zero hesitation that time from Gordon.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Houston. The lead is 15. Passes it to Thompson. Miller outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
He's off on the first. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Robert Williams. ABC comes in for Aaron Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Murray's subbed in for Carter. And then for Houston, Steven Adams comes in for Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Wright. And he's good on the second. The Nuggets trail by 16. Now here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. And stolen by Miller. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Thompson outside. Into the lane. Basket counts. Thompson's got 6.
And Thompson letting his athleticism take over there as he was bumped.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Stolen by Westbrook. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Miller against Westbrook. And there's the pass to Holmes. Watson surveying the D. He gets that one.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Rockets leading by 14. Van Vliet left side. For the three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Murray outside. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a three. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And Brent, what do you say when it comes to Jamal Murray? It's all about staying healthy from here on out.
Well, we've seen both sides of it, right, Jake? When he's healthy, they're good. When Jamal Murray is not in the lineup and not confident in what he can provide to the lineup, not so much. So when Jamal is healthy, Jamal's a superstar.
1:53 left to play in the third. Here's Thompson. Rejected. Murray against Van Vliet. Here's Jokic. Over Thompson. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jokic.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
There's Miller with the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Holmes kicks to Murph. To the paint. And here's Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. The turnaround. It's hauled in by Adams. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They led by as many as 18 points. The dish to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. They could use a bucket. It's the three-point five. Van Vliet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And hard to defend that any better. Sometimes Van Vliet is just going to score no matter what.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook and Miller with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Substitution for the Rockets. Right.
Here's Westbrook. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Westbrook's got 10.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Here's Wright, and the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 12. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's ABC. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Westbrook. And Miller with the block. And he's able to get it back. Holmes can't get it to go in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Murray against Van Vliet. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. Adams, some nice D. Rockets leading by 14 to the inside. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Westbrook. Drops in the layup for 2.
Good aggressive play from Russell at that time, just pushing off the defender and getting to his shot.
Murray against Van Vliet. Yes, that goes in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Outside Westbrook. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break. And that's his first 3 of this half.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Miller. Back to Van Vliet. And it's sent back by Jokic. Miller, that's for 2. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic is... Here's Holmes, and Miller with the block. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Big group substitution here for Denver. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Carter. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
At the line for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Brown. He kicks to Westbrook. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Westbrook passes to Williams. Back to Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The line for your Nuggets, Russell Westbrook.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty, missing both. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Now here's Westbrook. And again, Denver, no good.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Now Westbrook going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
There's the feed to Miller. Over Gordon. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 24.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the drive. Right through the D for the layup.
Well, Westbrook right now amped up, his volume at 11, physical enough to shake off the contact and send it home.
Now here's Van Vliet. The pass to Brooks. 14 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown, the pass to Westbrook. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Van Vliet with it. Here's Miller. Again, the Rockets score.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Pass to Gordon. The kick out to Westbrook. And again, Denver hit the triple.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Make some noise for your D&D Junior.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, the Eraser.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. During that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And scoring the ball has always seemed easy for Green. It's starting to show here in this game.
Carter down low, covered by Miller, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for Denver, Carter.
And the first one drops. Carter hits them both. Rockets leading by 16. Now here's Van Vliet. He dishes it to Adams. And that one drops.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Murray against Van Vliet. And here is Murray. Porter in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. 13 points for Michael Porter.
They set him up. Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
Passes it to Miller. Wide open. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Murray outside. To the middle. Here's Gordon. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Van Vliet outside. Gordon with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Smith.
How about the reach and reaction by Smith Jr. to get his hand up and just disrupt that play?
Count it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Murray following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Inside, here's Porter. Excellent defense there from Smith.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Here's Miller. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Here's Jokic. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Şengün checked in for the Rockets. Wright comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Now Murray. Outside Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Out of the
pick and roll. Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Wright with it. Outside, Green. Drives to the hoop. Count the basket. Green's got 11 in the second half.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Murray finds Gordon.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
Here's Wright. He gets it in there. Wright's got 22.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And it's Carter missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Wright. Out to Miller. Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size of coaching staffs and all the support people these individual teams have now?
Yeah, some of the teams really go way out there with regards to almost a 1-to-1 ratio, Kevin, between player and coach. Just wonder sometimes if there's ideas that get shared, they get convoluted with that many people. But if you're a player, man, the resources are there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got...
Okay.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Smith outside. Green inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. Carter outside. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Up top right, defended by Carter. Up top right. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For